welcome to Just Yoga. So today we're going to do some flow, doing a lot of warrior work and definitely using our chair to raise up the floor and decrease our anxiety. So let's get started. If you're in your chair, perfect. I'm going to start out on the floor. Either way is fine. So sitting on the edge of your chair, if that's where you are, sitting up nice and tall. And just starting with some nice, slow torso circles. Not too deep. Nice and slow. Just warming up the body. And then moving in the other direction. Nice. Back into the center, nice and tall. And taking some nice breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. So now let's take that right hand and we're just going to reach to the side. So inhale and exhale. And the other side. Nice small lateral move. Palm faces down. And moving with the breath. So as I've said many times before, if you're breathing, you're already doing yoga. And everybody can do yoga. Last one here. So now we're going to take this right arm, we're going to extend it, we're going to flip the palm up, and we're going to just reach a little higher, bend a little deeper, and bring it down. And the other side. So feeling a little bit more of a stretch. Let's do one more on each side. Last one. Terrific. Okay, so if you're sitting in your chair, you're going to step out and then face the chair. I'm just going to move my cushion. If you were sitting, you can get on your knees and then 1 foot at a time, coming all the way up. Inhale and exhale. So let's start in our mountain pose. Let's just review our mountain pose. So hips are narrow. Hips are over the knees, which are over the ankles. Shoulders are back and down. Shoulders are over the hips. Ears are over the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Fingertips are pointed down, palms facing forward. This is our mountain pose. So this is our go-to posture. This is what proper posture feels like. So let's close our eyes together and just take a moment to check in, see how we're feeling today. How do your hips feel? How do your knees feel? How are your shoulders today? So today we're going to go through the warriors. So building strength, confidence, pride, all those attributes of a warrior. So we'll blink open the eyes. So I'd like you to face the chair, and you can get as close to it as you feel comfortable. So we're going to step back with the left foot. And in past videos, we really haven't talked much about the foot placement, but today I want to talk about the foot placement. So let's take the front foot, take a look at your heel, and imagine you're drawing a little dotted line from one heel to the back heel. Well, I want those lines to connect. So if we need to kind of scoot the foot over a little bit, that's fine. And this foot is kind of faced at an angle forward because warrior one, we're facing forward towards the chair. Okay. So if that doesn't feel comfortable, you may need to change the angle of that foot so it's a little more forward than towards the side. So just pivot that on the heel so you feel comfortable, especially in your knees. So now we're going to bend that front knee, and that knee is not going to go beyond the ankle. That knee is going to stay at the ankle. That knee is going to be more towards the pinky toe, not towards the center line, not towards the big toe. Both feet are flat. This is our warrior one. Options for the hands, bringing them upward, looking toward the ceiling and the wall where they connect. Option, cactus arms. Options to cross the chest. Option just to keep your hands on the hips, whatever feels comfortable for you. And breathing into the power that is warrior one. So let's step it forward. So let's see what that feels like on the other side. So again, we're all human beings. So one side is a little more flexible or strong. So maybe you feel comfortable with a broader step back. Let's check the heels. Make that imaginary line. Make sure your hips are forward. And we're going to, again, bend that knee. Gaze stays upward. And again, you decide how you want those arms to be. How's the knee? Is it towards your pinky? Pinky toe, pinky toe. And let's bring that up. Warrior 1. So Warrior 2, a little bit different. We're stepping back. And the difference with Warrior 2 is we're facing sideways, the long side of the mat. And again, we're going to check the heels and see where that lands. So this one looks like it's more towards the middle of my foot. I'm going to scoop my foot a little forward. And I'm trying to stay tall. So when I bend this front knee, I'm not shifting my torso. I'm still strong. I'm still a warrior. And I'm in alignment in my torso. That knee is over the ankle and again tracking towards the pinky toe. Reaching forward, looking over that middle finger, bringing up the back. Relax the shoulders. You can almost imagine you're surfing, riding the waves. And again, the arms, the front arm is really a focal point. So if that back arm is getting a little exhausted, you can put it behind the back, little bind here, keep it on the hip. And straighten that up. So since I'm facing you, I'm going to just take my Warrior 2. You can step it towards your chair and step back with the opposite foot. I'm just going to turn my foot around so you're not looking at the back side of me. Again, I'm going to line up my heels, making sure that they are intersecting along that imaginary dotted line. Left foot is facing forward, right foot is facing towards the back of my mat. Taking that knee, bending. Torso is facing the long side of the mat. Only the head is going to turn and look over those fingers. And again, double check. How's your knee doing? You feel a nice little stretch here when you position it towards that pinky toe. Relax the shoulders. Just standing here like this, just standing here makes you feel powerful. Let's drop everything. And I'm going to come forward towards my chair. Excellent. So now we're going to move into reverse warrior, which is exactly how it sounds. Reverse warrior. So I'm going to again step back. I'm going to move into my Warrior 2. Double check my heels. Nice. I'm going to flip the palms. And then I'm going to reverse my torso, my gaze, my hands backwards. Again, trying not to compromise that front knee. Nice and easy coming back into our Warrior 2. We're going to straighten this up. And again, so you're not looking at my backside, I'm just going to flip the foot over. You're going to step back with the opposite foot. Lining up my heels. And again, after a while, your body's going to know what feels correct. So I don't want you to stress out too much. I'm just telling you just for technique purposes, because we've never done this before. with the specific foot placement. After a while, your body is going to have memory, muscle memory, and it's going to go exactly where it needs to be. Okay, so we're going to just bend that front foot. Moving into our warrior two, palms are facing down. Flipping the palm, reaching, tipping sideways at the torso. Nice even breathing. Coming out of that into our warrior two. Step it forward so you're near your chair. Excellent. So now we're going to vinyasa. We're going to put all these pieces together, just like we were in a studio class. Okay, so we're going to go through with the sun salutation with the chair. We're leaving out that upward dog and chaturanga, but otherwise it's the same as a regular sun salutation. So let us begin. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, stepping back 1 foot, 2 foot. We're in our plank position. This is like the push-up position. This is plank. We're going to push our bottoms toward the sky, looking at our toes into our downward facing dog. Stepping the right foot forward. And we're going to drop that heel and coming up nice and slow into our warrior one. Fabulous. Nice and easy, moving into our warrior two, pivoting that toe. So we're facing the long side of the mat. Reaching and reverse warrior. Coming back to our warrior two and step it forward. And we're back into our mountain pose. So this time you will see the back side of me because you've already been taught the poses facing forward. So I'm not worried. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back into our plank position. Pushing back into that downward facing dog. And stepping that left foot forward. Dropping the right heel down and moving into that warrior one. Double check your heels. 2 breaths. Let's open it up into our warrior two. Double check your knees. Reverse warrior. Keep that knee solid. Bringing it back to the warrior two. Straighten that leg, step it forward. Mountain pose. Beautiful. Okay, so let's do that. We'll just do it instead of 2 breaths. We'll do it with 1 breath now. Let's begin. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping back 1 foot at a time into our plank position. Pushing into downward facing dog. Stepping forward. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Moving into warrior two. Flip it. Reverse warrior. Bringing it back into mountain. Continue. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale. Halfway up. Exhale. Forward fold. Back into our plank position. Pushing into that downward facing dog. Stepping forward. Left foot. Drop the heel. Warrior one on the other side. Moving warrior two. Flip it. Reverse warrior. Bring it here. Straighten it out. Step it forward. Let's just close the eyes for a moment. Just digest. How did that feel? Pretty powerful? Yes? So now we're going to move into our warrior three. Extremely powerful pose. So we have our chair here. The back of the chair is in front of you, so that may come in handy, just as something to connect our brain to our body, telling us that we're safe, we're not going to fall. So we're going to step back onto the balls of the feet. Little bend in that front knee. And then we're going to just push up onto the back toes, and then nice and easy coming up, hinging at the hips, focusing, reaching forward. Options to keep the palms at the chest, options to use the chair. Nice and easy, bringing it down and step it forward. Excellent. That is a really, really tough pose. So using a wall, a chair, a countertop, anything like that to practice on is highly recommended. So don't beat yourself up if you're wobbly. It's really, really a difficult pose. So let's try it on the other side. So stepping back, other foot onto the balls of the feet, little bend in that front knee. Coming up onto the toes, straightening that front leg, hinge. Reach it forward. Again, chair is here. Use it as a guide. Woo. Lower onto the toes, the balls, and then coming forward. Oh, that was awesome. Awesome, awesome. So again, just keep practicing. It's kind of different than something like tree or dancer pose because you're going in opposite directions with your body. But the title of this class is All Warrior. So I had to put it in. Okay, let's make our way to the floor. Okay, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, coming down. One knee at a time. Left knee, right knee. So we're in this tabletop position, but I'm going to ask you to extend all the way back. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Lower yourself down to the mat. So hands are by your chest. So this is something we don't usually do on the chair because it's not a safe thing to do, is our upward facing dog. So the tops of our feet are in the mat. And we're going to use the feet. So we're taking a little bit of pressure off our shoulders, off our arms. Palms are beside the chest, pushing up, up, up. Pushing into the mat with the feet, the tops of the feet. This is our upward facing dog. Lower it down. And pushing, pushing, pushing. Nice breath. Bring it down. Give me one more. So I never thought I'd be using the tops of my feet in a strength pose, but yeah, I am. So learning a lot in this yoga journey. Okay, now not using the feet, just letting the feet rest on the mat. Palms are beside you. We're not going to use the palms either. We're just going to raise the chest and shoulders off the mat, baby cobra, and lower. So just raising the head and the chest and bringing it down. Last one. And bringing it down. Wonderful. So we're just going to roll onto our backs. Roll right over onto the back. Excellent. And we're going to take the knees up at a nice 90-degree angle. So we're doing a lot of geometry in yoga, yes. So nice right angles here. Palms are faced down on the mat, arms are on the mat, and that little space under your back, I want you to squish it. I want you to keep that lower back curve flat, so there's no space. And one at a time, we're going to bicycle through. We're going to reach through, lower just before the heel is going to hit that mat. Nice and slowly use the abdominals to help and bring it back. So a little different than a bicycle because we're not alternating in conjunction with each other. We're going to wait till the other leg comes back up. And then we'll start with the progression of the opposite leg. So, and exhale, bring it up. Using those abdominals. Inhale, lower. Exhale. So even just keeping the feet here is a lot of work. Keeping them in alignment, keeping this nice right angle. So, exhale. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Inhale. Exhale. So I'm going to do one more round. You decide what's best for you. If you want to hang at the top, that's cool. And whew, awesome. All right. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Lower that Massage that lower back. Terrific. And then I'm going to ask you to take your index and middle finger, your peace fingers, grab your big toes, grab the big toes, and then stretch up and out as far as your body will let you, and then massage that lower back. This is our happy baby pose. We see them do this all the time, right? We can do it too once in a while. Doesn't it make you smile a little bit? Oh. Yeah, just massage that lower back. Awesome. Okay, release your piece. Bring the knees in, lower the feet. And then palms are on the mat face down. We're just going to lift your bottom up and scoot it to the left. And just let the knees fall to the right. If you want, you can open the arms out into a T. Coming back into the center, scoot your bottom back to the middle. And let's take it up again, scoot it to the right, let the left knee, right knee fall to the left. Just a gentle twist, don't force it. Very nice, coming back to the center, bringing your bottom to the center. So let's bring the knees up again. We're going to cross at the ankles and we're going to roll up into a seated position. So nice and easy. You got to rock a couple times. Whew, there we are. And we're just going to close our eyes for a few moments. Oh. Just a little quiet meditation. Allowing the breath in through the nose, down the belly, filling up the lungs. Just bringing your awareness to the process of the breathing. And maybe start to take your awareness away from the breath back to the space that you're in. Be noticing sounds around you, inside and outside, the temperature of the room. Maybe how your body's feeling, your spirit's feeling. I came across a quote I'd like to share. We can't always control what's going on the outside, but we can always control what's going on the inside. Let's bring the palms together. Gently blink open the eyes. Gentle bow of the head. I bow to each of you with love, joy, and gratitude. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. I'll see you soon.